Hello lovely Librans, thank you so much for joining me for your February reading for 2018. I'm Lorien and this is going to be a general reading for Libra Sun, Moon and Rising sign. So if you want to check out the other aspects of your sign, I would recommend you do so. Also, if you have your Venus in Libra, this could be an insight as to what's going on with your love life. Alright, so excuse the bits of wax on here. I have yet to get a new watercloth and wash this one, so I am apologising for that. But yeah, we're going to see what energy is coming through in February from the big eclipse that happened. This is a big tarot deck. I mean, look at how much bigger it is from normal. This is the Enchanted Tarot. I've had a lot of comments already asking where it's from. I don't know where it's from. I just know that my mum got it me for Christmas. So yeah, this is basically it for now. But let's have a look and see what's coming through for you guys in the month of February. Now, I do have Libra rising, so it's going to be interesting to see how this comes through. And I'll finish with 3 runes and see where we put those. But also, if you do want a personal reading from myself, just click on the link below. It'll take you directly to the readings page. Also, if you want to buy me a coffee and support the channel, that's fine. And if you want to email me, it's lorientarot@gmail.com. So, Libra, one more. Alright. 2 of Swords. Okay. Don't worry, I will hold these up. 4 of Swords. Okay. Princess of Wands. 3 of Swords. Queen of Hearts. Very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, and the 3 of Hearts. Now, you may not know this about me, but I do not do reversals. So that is not something that I'm going to count. So I've turned it round. And also, King of Wands is at the bottom. So the King of Wands, one thing I've noticed about a lot of readings is they get a lot of Wands cards out. But the King of Wands as being the beneficial, that may have been a, he may be beneficial to you. Because I was actually going to say the bottom of the deck. It's the Ghost card. It's very much a showing of strength. And it's also about the visionary, the entrepreneurship coming through. So maybe in this month you'll start to get a little bit of thinking outside of books. It could also mean that you do know of a Leo or an Aries or a Sagittarius who is very strong in your life. Just going to have a little sip of tea, because I noticed in some of the videos, when I was trying to speak to my guys and get some information, I started coughing non-stop. So the tea is there to lubricate. So let's have a look and see what information comes up here. So you've got 3 and 3 here. So you kind of got the 3 columns. So you've got the column and the column. So you've got 3 and 3. This is about communication. I would say that the 3 of Swords is to do with maybe a little bit of separation. For some of you, it's getting over an illness, and I think that could be something that you're trying to portray here. But the 3 of Hearts, which is normally the 3 of Cups, that's really about friendship and community. So you go from maybe feeling a bit sorry for yourself into feeling very unified, and that you've got some community here, and that you've got a friend or 2 that you can connect with. But let's do these 2 first. So you've got the 2 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. So these 2 come through. I'm sorry about the glare, but it's the only way that I can get these cards into shot and that you can see them. So the 2 of Swords and the 3 of Swords, I would say that you're in a bit of a stalemate situation, or actually that your mind is not cooperating with you. That's a big thing. I think that your choice, you may be stuck on a choice because you can't see the bigger picture, because you've got something in the way. Normally it would be a straight, boom, I'm choosing this. but there's something that's preventing you from going forwards. It could be doubt. It could be worry about making the wrong decision. It could be worried that you are going to eventually come through to the other side and have it not be the same as you envisioned it. It could also be the fact that you are worried about changing yourself. Change is not nice to some people. You know, we go through change and we can't all adapt as well to it. So it could be that if you make a choice or if you stick to your guns or something, you'll go past the point of no return in a way, because I'm sure that it would be actually the point of no return. But I honestly feel that for some of you, this is to do with an illness or something that's creeping back on you. For some of you, romantically, I think it may be a third energy that's coming into the fold a little bit. And the third energy does not have to be a person. That's what I want to reiterate. It does not have to be a person. The third energy can be somebody who's quite down, just sucking your energy away. It could be somebody interfering, but also it could be dedicating to something that's not giving you what you want. So, for instance, it could be you're spending all your time at work and you can't find out why your relationships are suffering, and that is the reason why. So just be aware of yourself, be aware of your mental state, take a break if you need to this month. It's a big month with just having that big eclipse. So just going to have another sip of tea before I choke. So yeah, it's going to have a bit of a thing coming through, I think, that's kind of tracking you down or making you worried about the next stages of your life. And that could be something that, you know, the eclipse illuminates for you, but also makes you a bit more confused. So do keep dedicated here. Then we have the Queen of Hearts, which is normally the Queen of Cups, and the Four of Swords. So with these two, which are beautiful, by the way, and with these two cards, you do have the option of moving towards something. So the Four of Swords, you need to rest. Like I said before, as soon as you get those energies out of the way, you can rest. You can give yourself a break. And I think it is basically treating yourself with the Queen of Hearts, treating yourself with compassion, intuition, calmness. It could be somebody that you reach out to, somebody who helps you in actually helping you energize a little bit more, because a lot of the times these are people of healing. So you get Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I'm feeling for a lot of you it's a Scorpio, to be honest, or a Pisces. I'm not too sure about Cancerian women at the moment, but I do feel that somebody's going to come in. I also feel that you are, you know, if this is you, if you have an aspect of your immediate chart, which is like your rising or your moon, that is in a water sign, this could be yourself saying, just give yourself a break. You know, just make sure that, you know, you don't have to lie down on a bed of rose petals or anything, but just have maybe half an hour to yourself so you can check out. So as soon as you've checked out, you can check back in once you feel better. And I think that's the best thing that you need to do. It does feel a little bit like you are recuperating, and there could be a time where you maybe feel like you need to be a little bit passive, but not passive aggressive. So if there's a battle that you need to fight this month, don't kind of and just, you know, save it till you have the energy to approach it very strongly and with the right frame of mind, basically. The last thing you need is stuff like that to come through. And then we have the Princess of Wands and the Three of Hearts. This is celebration, my friends. This is gold. Okay, so you have the Princess of Wands, which is normally the page, and she brings forth messages. So she's coming through saying that there's a new enterprise, or there's something, you know, there's enthusiasm here, there's good news. Sometimes, yes, it's in relation to travel. I'm not going to lie, some of you may be invited to travel, but most of the time it's the fact that you are going to be getting some good news or getting some creative news or something that's really positive. Then they have the Three of Wands here, so you could have been nervous over nothing throughout this entire month, but I think it's good for you to get the break that you need. So you may have been nervous, but this is coming to say you're all right. You have 3 reasons to celebrate: one personal, one professional, and one for somebody else. So it could be that somebody else has a birthday or something like that, or you get to join up with somebody and you really have a good time. Actually, for me, this is very symbolic of a friend's birthday that's at the end of February, and the 3 of us girls who are going out. So that's kind of funny for me, being Libra rising, but I think for a lot of you, it's a personal achievement, like I've done something, a professional achievement, maybe a hobby or something like that, that gives you this feeling of accomplishment. So emotional, professional, and then a friend maybe coming through. But there's good news about it. There could even be an invitation coming through too. Speaking of my friend's birthday, she gave me these runes that I use in the videos, so it's great. Alright, so let's have a look and see what we've got for Libra. Oh. Alright, so, this is a goose. And this is basically a little bit of despair or confusion. And I'm going to put that right there. Because we always, I started where you may be confused over the choice, you may not be sure as to what to do, whether it's the right time. Oh, what am I doing with myself? Just calm down a little bit. Just make sure that you're breathing and protecting yourself and your energies from the people who would rather take things from you. I would rather that you, and I'm sure other people would, take time for yourself and then return to them when you're feeling more yourself. So just see what you can do there. Oh, and I've got 2 that want to come out now. Okay, so you have Ingoos, which is balance and productivity, which is really, really nice. And I feel I'm going to put this here. You do need balance. I mean, you've got Buddha here, which is rest and recuperation. You need to be calm to yourself. You need to give yourself some healing herbal tea or something like that. And you just definitely need to treat yourself better. And then we have Radio here, which is very strong. It's about travel, relocation, and the dance of life. And what was I saying here? She is about travel. She could be saying that you are going to travel or relocate or something like that. And the dance of life. These girls are in tutus. Okay, so I'm very pleased with that. But on the flip side, because I'm not too sure whether it was upside down, it could be a little bit of rigidity. Don't stick your heels in when it's not going to benefit you. Learn when to let go. Learn when to move with the flow of life. And I think you'll be fine this month. It seems like things are changing. It seems like big things are becoming aware. And it could be to do with this creative visionary that's over here. But I think this is going to be a good month for you. Let me know in the comments below as to what happens, because I always love hearing from you. Subscribe if you haven't. That would be very appreciated. But thank you everybody for everything that you do. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes through for you in March. Again, if you'd like a personal reading, those are down below. If you want to email me, my email address is lorientarot@gmail.com. And if you want to buy me a coffee, if you can't support the channel on Patreon or anything like that, it's always appreciated. And I thank you very much for doing that. But in the meantime, I wish you the very best of luck. Blessed be everybody, and I'll speak to you soon.